NCCJ has worked diligently to deliver a vast number of learning experiences throughout the Miami Valley this past year. Through our renowned Anytown Youth Leadership Institute, a diverse group of high school student delegates spent a week addressing societal issues of race, culture, gender, religion, and economic status.
It was one of the most powerful weeks of my life. I learned so much about people and myself, and I can't explain how much of an impact this had on me.
This diverse group of delegates represented various backgrounds and experiences and included Caucasian and Latino youth, African American students, and young people from China, Cambodia, Turkey, and Trinidad. Over the course of our week-long residential program, the delegates realized that they have the ability and responsibility to be the change they want to see in the world. This program has impacted the lives of the delegates in ways we have yet to discover.
That one week, that one special week changed my life in a way I never thought I could. I went there not knowing anything, and I left with a whole new mindset of how the world works.
I learned a lot about myself going into Anytown, things that I had buried deep within me that I don't think I would have ever discovered had it not been for Anytown. I find myself teaching other people, or at least spreading my knowledge. I don't expect other people to understand the way I do, but it's something that I can share. It's something that I can spread. At Anytown, they told us that knowledge is power, and it's our responsibility to spread that knowledge.
Our society is getting a little bit more accepting and tolerant as time passes, but this camp, for me, it was just an unbelievable catalyst for that process. I became a person that I never thought I'd be. I became, I was that person who would stick up for people. Like, I didn't think I would ever be that person, and now when I see people around me just judging other people and hurting other people with their words and with the looks on their faces, it hurts me, and I try to heal other people. I'm making people feel like they should, which is okay. I'm making people feel like they're accepted, and that's just how my personality is now. And before, maybe it was something different, but I like who I am now a lot more.
I know on the first day of school, we were told in English class to express our opinions. What we were talking about was the American dream, what the American dream was. And I was thinking it's something positive. And this was after Anytown. And everyone else was thinking negative thoughts about it. And I wanted to share that, but I didn't know how. And I knew my voice was shaking when I got up and I shared. But I did. It was really, really, really hard. Everyone looked at me funny, but I knew I had to share that because I didn't want them to only think negative thoughts about the world. Because after Anytown, I decided I should get my voice heard, even if it's hard for me. Because if I don't do it, then it might not ever happen.
Another NCCJ education experience known as Spidey, Students Promoting Inclusion, Diversity, and Equity in Education, is currently offered in the Yellow Springs schools. Spidey is designed to work with high school students to overcome bias, bigotry, and prejudice, and teaches them to work with elementary school students, specifically 6th graders, to promote diversity, inclusion, and respect among their peers. It is so gratifying to hear from parents and teachers sharing their amazement about the impact this program has had on the students. The youth involved in Spidey provide inspiration and represent hope for the future. Police and youth together or PAYT showcased another impactful learning experience which NCCJ offered to 10 to 12-year-old youth.
They kind of warmed up to him, and it went from, the big old mean Mr. Cops to, the friendly cop that's out there trying to help you out.
More than 40 youth from diverse communities, law enforcement officers, and NCCJ volunteers and staff spent a week helping each other improve relationships.
It teaches youth a number of things about how policemen are, how we are approachable.
The first exercise that we did, a lot of kids were kind of reluctant to work with the police officers, and at times they were even reluctant to stand next to them. It changed by the time that we got to the last exercise. You had kids who were basically like, they couldn't leave the police officers alone. They couldn't walk 2 steps without, being swarmed by just like a group of kids. This program has helped to kind of change and influence, the minds of those young kids and show them, that, police officers are really there to help out.
And I like the activities and the people who's there and the kids and the games and stuff. I learned don't play with guns and how not to bully and stuff like that.
If I can reach a couple kids a year, 1 kid a year, hey, I'm all for it.